Good morning, Friday the 8th of August, so another weekly update for you. First off, thank you very much to Mark for keeping up with the weekly update during my absence while I was away. It's great that we can pass that on. I can pass that on, and then the members are kept informed with what's been going on that week. And it's good for me to watch and before coming back to work, and gets me up to speed with what's been going on. And then we haven't got a whole touch of debrief and then crack on with jobs on the golf course. So again, thanks Mark for that. This week, specifically today, we've Friday setup. We've cut greens, roll greens, tees and aprons. There's a guy out hand watering, and we've also got a designated bunker raker and divoting between the markers. We've got some extra divoting in this week, which has been great. It's always we always aim to have someone going out each day and divoting and checking over footprinting or raking bunkers, but it's not always achievable. It's one of the first jobs that gets dropped when as soon as someone goes on holiday or there's extra things going on. So it's a great job to do. So we're pleased we get that done this morning. The more often we get divoted, the better, and it keeps those tees looking nice and neat and tidy. So that's been Friday set up. Elsewhere, the cutting frequencies continued on cutting greens every day. Aprons have been 3 times, full cut Monday, full cut today, Friday, and then what we do on a Wednesday is we do the one band around the outside of the green, and if we feel that the front 8 bands, the approach, I suppose, is quite lush and green, and we can see where we've cut, then we'll cut the aprons we feel we need to, but generally it's just a one band around the outside of the greens where it gets hit with the irrigation. Green surrounds we've done once this week, and we've also cut fairways as well. Something we've done with fairways is we really like to have nice tight lies where we cut. So we cut at 12 mil when we've got lots of growth and lots of growth and lots of plant health, but we're almost getting quite naturally tight lies with how dry we've been. So we've popped the fairways up to 14 mil, so that sort of leads on to what Mark said about fairways last week. So we've put them up to 14 mil and then given them a cut this week, so that just nips down any of the fluffy bits and just neatens everything up and tidies up without and it's leaving the plant another 2 millimeters longer to retain moisture and for a little bit of extra plant health, really. So that's they're just being cut at a slightly higher height. So that's just what we're doing during this heat period and drought until we're lush and green and then we'll perhaps go back down to 12 mil. But I can't see that happening for a good while just yet. So that's cutting frequencies. We've also put a spray out on greens and aprons this week. So that's our plant growth regulator and biostimulant spray. So that just helps control and regulate the growth. So it's sort of really important to put that on with the fertilizer we applied a few weeks ago. Some people, it's been reported back to me that the greens have been a little bit slower than they were. That would be a combination of many factors where we've improved their health with the spiking last week. And there was a lot of water to go in to put that wetting agent on. We put a granular fertilizer on, so they're growing quite a lot. And then we also didn't have a sprayer, so they were a little bit behind with the plant growth regulator. What we tried to do was cut and roll more often, but that plant growth regulator does really help keep the pace of the greens up, particularly in the afternoons where if you get growth throughout the morning, and they're sort of slowing down in the afternoons as you go. So the plant growth regulator program is really, really important for keeping up green spreads, keeps clip volumes down, so you're getting a nicer cut as well. So it's a combination of those factors. We had Senior Club Championship this week, so that gave us an opportunity to put a rollout extra as well. So hopefully now we've caught up with all that plant growth regulator program and put an extra roll in this week. So get those speeds back up to our usual pace. Additionally, on the golf course this week, we've put some extra ball washers out. We've moved the ball washers from the 8th tee and the 17th tee. They used to be on the tee sign. We've now moved them to the directional sign. So the idea is that you're able to wash your ball as you go past. So it's a bit more, almost feel it's a little bit more accessible. Whereas because everyone is going to walk past those areas. So when we first installed the tee signs, we purchased 6 ball washers, so there was one every 3 holes, and it was always the goal to increase that number. So we'll just probably buy sort of 3 a year or something like that, just because they are quite expensive. Just to for budgetary purposes, we'll just add a few new ones every year. So we've put those on 6, 13 and 15. I think I'm right there, but they were the ones that we put some extra out, and we're just trying to get them out on all the ones that all the par 3s and all the ones where sort of the tee signs are almost a communal tee sign where everyone walks past them. Some tees have a number of tee signs where the tees are quite far away from each other, but try to start off by getting ball washers roughly every 3 holes, and then start introducing them on extra ones on communal tees where everyone gets access to the tee sign. So that's the idea behind those. We have also been continued to do the yard tidy job, so we've stored a lot of materials in this area over the last couple of years. We've just I think I've talked previously in my videos about trying to extend our yard out a little bit, so we'd moved all the materials out to this area, and these have all been tidied up and then put on individual pallets back on this Type 1's base at the end of our concrete pad just outside of our big green shed. The idea of that is that it keeps everything a lot neater, a lot tidier, and then it still allows us room to park utility vehicles out, to keep the concrete pad clear for turning in and out of the shed. It's storage, nice, neat, tidy storage of all those building materials, such as the stones and the bricks and the patio slabs, which we use now and again. And then we've still got some space to store our utility vehicles and things like that when we pull them out of the shed. That's all for this week, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Looking ahead to next week, it looks like we're going to get a warm band of weather coming through. So we'll be out with the hoses for additional watering to the automated, and so that we'll put another wetting agent application out to help retain that moisture, as it's been a couple of weeks since we put the last one out. Also, our Bowser is down at the moment as well, but it's got a puncture to the tyre, and it's a little bit complicated sourcing some of those old tyres. So we've just used we've got some very long, extra long 100 meter hoses, so they've been put out on tees where they don't have irrigation or very good irrigation that need backing up. So for example, the second tee, the back white tee on 4, and then there's already one up at 8. So we'll just leave some hoses out there so we can keep them well watered, as we'll miss the Bowser next week.